So we're going to introduce the idea of changing levels now. When the diver gets a particular score, what I want to do is to introduce the idea that we're going to change level. So let's say when he scores 3, it can be any kind of arbitrary number you like. When he scores 3, what we're going to do is the level's going to go up and the score's going to be reset to 0. So the first thing we need is to have an idea of level. We need a variable called level. So you're going to need to go to the data category and make a new variable and call it level. All the variables in this game are going to be for all sprites. They're going to be global variables. So now we've got an idea of level, we need to think about what's going to cause the level to go up. Well, it's going to be the score reaching a particular threshold. So after we've changed the score, what we're going to do is we're going to check to see if a score has reached a particular amount. So we've got an if, and if we're comparing things, we need an equals in there. And what are we comparing? We're comparing score, and we're seeing if it's equal to, let's say, 3. So if score is equal to 3, well, then we can change level by 1. That means go up by 1. Immediately when I do that, I think, well, at the beginning of the game, level needs to be reset to 0. So let's do that right now before we go into that forever loop. And let's not forget that after we've changed the level, we need to reset the score too. So set something to 0, and then we can change that variable from level to score. So if score is 3, we go up a level, we reset the score to 0, because we then need to kind of go back up to 3 in order to change to the next level. And that should do us. So if we drop that in after we change the score by 1, we check to see if the score is 3, level goes up, score goes back to 0, and all we need to do now is to test that. So we've scored 1 point, 2 points, and there's our 3rd point. And we can see that score is now 1 and level is 1, score is 2, score is 0, level is 2. So every time we go up to 3 points, the level goes up 1 and the score resets to 0. And that's working exactly as expected, so good job. And what we need to worry about in the next tutorial is other things that might happen when we go up a level. So have a think about what you think needs to happen when levels become higher. The game ought to become more difficult in some way.